Hey ladies, I have not added too much to the Blackboard site lately because I don't see much of a point in adding lots of work for you when I know you're working really hard to all get caught up. So Jasmine, you're a little bit on top of the game, and I will try to get things available for you as soon as possible because I don't want to hold you back. But these summer classes are completely insane, and I think this material in this class is very important. I know you all care about it deeply, so I am not going to rush you through it based on someone else's calendar and someone else's idea of how long it takes us to process this information. I sent an announcement for you about this too. So I'm going to go to today's news, and you will see that my philosophy of the summer class is you paid a lot of money to do this. You all are mostly working full time, family responsibilities, a lot going on, and believe me, I know how hard it is. But I don't want to, like I just said, I don't want to rush you through this class. I want you to enjoy it. So we will make it work. You can take longer if you need to. If you all want to just email me and tell me what would work best for you, that would be beautiful. For example, if you can finish everything on time, go ahead and post it there, and I won't expect you to reply to people who haven't had time to reply yet. But for those of you who want a little more time, I can extend the semester for you. I am more than happy to do that because I've really appreciated your insights and your thoughtfulness so far. The next novel that we're reading is super, super short. So I think many of you are working on finishing Beale Street and Upstate and will want to finish those completely. I see that most of you have gotten through the quizzes for Upstate, and I also see you doing that work really honestly and doing your best to understand why the quizzes ask the questions that they do, and really think about what the novels are offering us, especially in terms of carceral studies, which lets us read these novels for their social and political significance as protests to and ways out of the prison industrial complex, as Angela Davis calls it. So I also really appreciate that some of you have done these 2 surveys, and I will give you extra points for those because that enables me to make the class as flexible and as accessible for you all as I possibly can. So I will post an exam today about if Beale Street could talk and about Upstate. And I think another exam was supposed to be coming up very quickly. Not everyone has had a chance to write the paper, and I know most of you, and I know that's because you want to do a great job, not because you're putting anything off. So take your time and do the work you want to do. Show me your best work. I am not confined by the calendar. I'm not teaching anything in July. I'm more than happy to work with you right through July. So, sorry my kids are making a lot of noise in the background, but that means they're not jumping up and down at me because they're playing. So, our discussions, once again, the most important part of the class. And reading one another's posts is how you're going to learn the most in this class. I think it's a great idea to do the quizzes first because I try to use the quizzes to focus, get you thinking about topics and ideas, and then go ahead and post in the discussions with what you think. So I'm going to back up a little bit because not everyone had a chance to do the Upstate post. I am happy to add extra points for the Upstate post if once you finish the novel and the exam you want to voice your thoughts and ideas about that. There is a post now available for Binti, but it begins with a little bit of background and context because while we might find Beale Street more relatable and identifiable because of the recent film, it can put those pictures right in our head, or because Upstate is a more contemporary novel. Binti is a sci-fi, but it is incredibly beautiful. So what I did to prepare you for the unfamiliarities in Binti is I made this reading guide about these videos. Then this first video is about 45 minutes. The second and third ones are just a couple of minutes each. And they can really help you think about this African woman's perspective on contemporary issues. In this case, not about carceral studies, but about the environment, identity, civil rights, international relations, important things like that, but more so about the important leadership and contribution that Black women in particular bring to this world, because this world needs a lot of help, and you all are the ones who are going to change it and make it better. Now, this video, having just said that Black women are the ones poised and always have been to make the global world a safer and better place, this video is from the perspective of a bunch of white guys, including South Africans. But when finally the humble women speak in this video, it's incredibly powerful, even though they're speaking through translators. And it is just beautiful. I have been in this south part of Africa. I lived in this part of Africa, actually in Botswana, which is more desert, but visited these regions in the Okavango Delta. You just need to see how beautiful it is. So 45 minutes, and pardon the annoying white guys. However, the video will really kind of give you a feel of why Binti loves her home so much, and then some information about Wangari Maathai. Like I said, I'll post that test today. The first paper, don't worry about due dates, asks you to think about the novels in the context of carceral studies or Black history, and just to bring in some of the secondary sources to talk about specific topics in the novel. Also, make sure when you define carceral studies or Black history, there's not a secret hidden definition of that. I want to know your point of view and how you would define it and why it's important to you for the paper. And then talk about one or both of the novels and their significance and power. And you know, it's not a tricky assignment. I just want to know what you've learned and what you want to argue is important. So I'll start working on that exam. I'll take the quizzes for Beale Street and Upstate away tomorrow. I'll try to make the exam as painless as possible. And like I said, please email me and tell me whatever I can do to make this class work for you. If you want to have a couple more weeks to work on everything, that can be arranged. So you all have a great day, and I appreciate you all signing up for this class and everything you've done so far. Have a great week.